And the officials for tonight, field judge Marcus Dawson. These guys are out of the Fort Worth football chapter. Field judge is Marcus Dawson, side judge Chad Hoppert, back judge Chris Pucci, line judge is Eric Richardson, head linesman Dwayne Barbie, umpire Chuck Flint, and the referee, whose voice you will hear tonight, Ryan Vance. As we are just about set for kickoff here at Eagle Stadium. Ranchview will be on defense first. Up front, Kellen Battle, Tony Reeder, Nathan Pack. The backers, as they run a 3-4 defense, the outside backers are Michael Martini and Kari Deshay. Isaiah Kayembe and Sebastian Cedeno are the inside backers. Corners, Rory Smith and Keon Perdue, and Vinay Bath and James Parker are the safeties for the Ranchview Wolves. Coming out to kick off is Anthony Lemus for the Wolves, and back deep, Cash Walker and Hayden Stewart for the Argyle Eagles. And Spencer, real quickly, we got you down there. Let's get the Chick-fil-A mood on the sideline. As you know, sometimes it can be a little tough to get up for a team that's 0-4. What's the mood like down there?
Chip, mentality down here. Energy's going. I'm having trouble hearing you almost. It's getting so loud. So we're ready to go.
All right. Well, so are we up here. Hopefully they're more ready down there, though, than we are.
All right, Kenny. Is that the biggest kicker you've ever seen?
Pretty good size. We'll get those Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to victory right after this kickoff. And Lemus kicks it high and end over end, and is going to be Hayden Stewart up at the 19-yard line, straight up the middle, across the 30 to the 35, and he will be brought down across the 40, maybe the 42-yard line. First one in on the stop is Isaiah Kayembe. And how about Mitchie Pooh? How about a little Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to victory tonight?
Okay, number one key is don't get caught taking these guys too lightly, right? I mean, everybody knows what it looks like on paper, so don't take them too lightly. And number two is protect the football. Don't turn it over. Don't give them short fields. Don't make it easier for them to threaten. And number three is get out with a win and no injuries, and everybody will be happy.
First and 10 Eagles from their own 42-yard line. Fake to Tito Bice. CJ wants to throw on first down. He's got Walker wide open, but he goes the short route to Hayden Stewart. A nice defensive play is made there by Rory Smith, going back to knock that ball away. Cash Walker was running absolutely free down at about the 30-yard line. I don't know how they let him go free like that, but CJ didn't see him, went to the middle of the field, and that one was incomplete. It's quickly second down and 10 from the 42. Fake again to Tito, and this time it will be Cash Walker, but in the middle of the field. He's making some moves there. Now he's going backwards to the 45. He's in Ranchview territory. He's got a first down. Oh, I think he lost the football. Nope, they're going to say he was down. Man, I don't know about that. They're saying he was down, and they mark him down right at the yard to gain for a first down. And gosh, Mitch, he had about 16, 17 yards before he started going backwards.
Yeah, for sure he did, and he just kept slipping people, but as he did, he just kept going backwards and just ran out of room.
From the Ranchview 48 now. Fake again to Tito. Rogers with all sorts of time. He's going to go deep over the middle. Defender falls down, but the ball just a little bit overthrown. Intended for Hayden Stewart. He already had a couple of steps on Rory Smith, and then Smith actually slipped and fell down, and Hayden Stewart was wide open. And that pass is incomplete, though, and it will bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, and he's got all day back there. I've never seen protection like that. And if they keep that up, then it's going to for sure be a quick night for the Ranchview defense.
Rogers is going to quickly throw one out. This time it's Ward McCollum who split out wide right, and he'll make the catch for Argyle. And not a whole lot after that, though, but a pickup of about 5 that time for McCollum. Roy Smith makes the stop over there. It'll be third down and 5 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and those long passes are setting up those underneath routes, but Argyle's got to get a first down right here.
First carry of the night for Tito Bice, and he's going to easily have that first down. Inside the 35, carrying a couple of tacklers inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line, an 12-yard pickup that time for Tito Bice before Harry Mizuno comes up to make the stop, and it'll be a first down at the 27 of the Wolves.
It's good to see Tito back in there on his home field.
We'll fake it to Tito this time, throw it out to Cash Walker, and thought it might have a double pass, but he's just going to take it upfield. That might have been a forward pass, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line is Walker, and so it'll be a pickup of 5 that time.
It looked backwards to me. I thought he was going to throw it, but you know, you think about it, Argyle doesn't need to reveal any of those trick plays in this game, right? Just march down the field and score.
Yeah, just score, yep.
Show nothing.
Gannon Pels is checked in, and the inside slot, and that's who C.J. Rogers goes to, and he makes the catch at the 10. He's going to be hit right after that and goes down. Keon Purdue makes the stop, but not before he gets to the 7-yard line, a 15-yard gain, and first and goal for Argyle. Tito Bias, the lone setback, next to C.J. Rogers in the shotgun. And it's going to be Tito straight up the middle, runs over one man at the 2, and he is into the end zone. Argyle touchdown. About as easy as you can draw it up there. A 7-yard touchdown run. Tito Bice, Eagles strike first, 6 on the board for Argyle.
Yeah, it looked like he just got in behind Blake Spence and Nick Ruby and Sheridan Wilson there on the right-hand side of the line, and you could see the hole from here, and he had a nice hole to run through and just straight up the gut, just like you draw it up.
Caden Dotson for the extra point out of the hold of Sutton Lee. Good snap by Logan May, and the extra point is good. 10-10 to play in our first quarter. Eagles march down the field as expected. Argyle 7, Ranchview nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Have a drive summary for you here in just a moment after this Caden Dotson kickoff, and he will kick it high, a little short. Going to be taken at about the 11-yard line and runs into his own man there, does Keon Purdue. Had a decent little return there on the, looked like it could have had a little bit more. 29 is where he ends up at the 29-yard line. And here is Mitchie Poo with that drive summary.
Yeah, he trucked his own guy pretty hard.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
did.
Okay, so that last drive brought to us by the real estate station, 8 plays, 58 yards. Seemed like a long drive, but it was only a minute 50 off the clock, and then it was capped off by the run by Tito Bice right there. To me, it seemed like a long, sustained drive, and I thought, that's great. We're running the clock and scoring.
Oh, quarterback's going to keep it here on the read option. In there at quarterback is James Parker. And Parker's going to have a gain of 6 on first down. Leaves second down and 4 as he faked it to his running back, Jonathan Eichelberger. And we got a few different names out here with who I had listed as some of the starters.
Yeah.
A couple of those guys are out. And so Jonathan Eichelberger is starting at tailback. Second down and 4. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left for the Wolves. Parker is going to run the option to the left side. He's going to pitch, and it's a fumble, and Argyle is on it. That ball was just pitched, and it looked like they were a little bit too close, Mitch, the quarterback and the running back, and that ball hit him in the hands, and he lost it, and then Will Ramsey just lit him up after that.
Yeah, they were either too close or too far apart because it looked like he was trying to hand it to him, almost like a stretch play, and he couldn't get over there fast enough, and right before he handed it to him, he got hit, and the ball came out. So I don't think he ever either way, is pretty poorly executed.
And one of the players a little slow to get up here for the Wolves as Argyle comes out on the field. They have the ball. They recover that fumble at the Ranchview 31-yard line. I believe that's Eichelberger, who's a little slow to get up. He's the one, the running back that got hit. And he's now walking off under his own power, so he should be fine. As Andy always says, rub a little dirt on it. He'll
That's right.
Get him back out there. But the problem is, there's no dirt anywhere around here, right? I mean,
that's a good thing.
Yeah. First down and 10 for the Eagles from the 31-yard line. Jasper Lott lined up more like a fullback than a tight end. Braden Baker's in there at running back. He goes out in motion, and they'll throw it out to him out in the flat across the 30. And down to about the 36-yard line, a 5-yard pickup on that little swing pass out to Braden Baker. Make it 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, you know, when you give CJ that much time, that passing game is going to work almost every time, right? I mean, there's just no pressure at all. The line's doing a great job.
Fake to Baker this time. CJ is going to throw deep. Actually, he's going across the middle, and that ball is incomplete. Oh, you don't see that too often. Cole Kirkpatrick had it. Bounces off his shoulder pads. And then before he could collect that ball again, Robert Owens grabbed him around the legs and brought him down to break that one up. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
And I think he'd had it pretty easy. I think it was a good play by the defense. It kind of pulled his legs out from under him before the ball got there.
3rd down and 6. It's going to be Braden Baker with a huge hole up the middle. He's dragging a would-be tackler all the way down to the 1-yard line. I don't think anybody touched him for the first 5, 6, 7 yards. Ends up going 25 yards, and it's 1st and goal at the 1 for Argyle. Baker stays in there at tailback on the left side of C.J. Rogers. 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's Baker again, straight up the middle. 2 tacklers there for the Wolves, but Braden Baker splits them and gets into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 1-yard run for Braden Baker. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And his speed was really obvious right there on the play before the touchdown. He just went straight up the middle, just running past everybody on the field.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had the ball, I think, and I'd happened to look down for a second. I looked back up, and he was 15 yards downfield before I saw where he was. Good snap by Logan May. Sutton Lee's hold is down, and Caden Dotson's extra point is good. And a flag on the play. And we'll make sure, but looks like it's going to be probably offside.
Offside.
That's what it is.
On number 6 of the defense. That penalty will be declined. Result of the try is good.
8:32 to play in the first quarter. Argyle 14, Ranchview nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Rory Smith will take the kickoff at the 8-yard line, and a nice open field tackle there by Carson Shaw as Rory gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line, and he was being blocked in the back as he came off that block and made that open field tackle as well, but no flag on that one. And here's our drive summary. Mitch?
Brought to us by Argyle Storage. Only 4 plays, 31 yards, 48 seconds off the clock. You know, it's capped off by 2 great runs by Braden Baker.
First down and 10, Ranchview at their own 22-yard line. Snap back to Parker, who's in the shotgun. He's going to throw it out, and that ball is incomplete. Too tall for Robert Owens. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. As I thought, I'm sitting there watching, I saw Caden Dotson come in. I'm like, what's he doing? Going back at free safety so far back. But
way back.
The tee was still back there from the kickoff. So he was running around the field and got the tee. We need us a kickoff kid, don't we?
Yeah, what happened to that? Or we need to, maybe we got to get the canine officer to train him to run out there and get it.
Maybe Spencer and then
for
Clark's
sure.
back. Clark. They could run out and be the kickoff.
If Spencer starts it, that means Clark has to follow up and do it when he gets back, right?
And you got to do like back handsprings on the way out there and stuff. 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff. And Eichelberger is back in the game. And he is hit hard by Reed Atkins. No gain. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
And he made the first guy miss, did a pretty good job, a little juke there, but the Argyle defense just swarming, man, just ran him over.
And watching a little bit of film on these guys, that's part of it. They're just not, I don't know what it is about the offensive line. They just don't come off the ball real fast, and they really struggle with Paris's defensive front last week. especially if Parrish is running any stunts. It just kind of seems like they're fooled when there's any stunts at all, any type of blitz. Parker's going to roll out to his left. He's looking. He's going to throw one. It's complete to Martini, one of the slot receivers, and a gain of about 6. Mirabal, we'll call it a gain of 5. Grant Mirabal, the middle linebacker for Argyle, to make the stop. It'll be 4th down for Ranchview, and it looks like they will punt the football away.
Yeah, and you know, this game is another one of those obvious games where you see how well Argyle plays every facet of the game, right? The kicking game, which so many of these teams can't do. Now, they may have their kicker hurt or, you know, out with for whatever reason, but it's one of the reasons that Argyle dominates these games is they can do all facets of these games.
Snaps back to Michael Martini, and the punt is away.
Not bad.
Punt is going to be taken and fair caught by Zach Stewart at his own 48-yard line. 26-yard punt and no return, and Argyle will take over first hit their own 47. And let's check in with Spencer down on the sideline. Let him talk a little bit about what he's seeing down there. But Spencer just looks like complete domination by the offensive and defensive lines for Argyle.
Well, yeah, I mean, the simple saying, you know, you win games in the trenches, and right now Argyle is absolutely dominating offensively, defensively, and it's all starting on the line. Quarterback has no time for Ranchview, and then obviously C.J. Rogers sitting in almost in a sofa out there, so he's got all day.
Had all day on this first down play too, and but throws it a little high for Cole Kirkpatrick. Cole goes up and gets it, but Eichelberger there immediately to bring him down. Be a 4-yard pickup to Cole Kirkpatrick. Be 2nd down and 6.
Cole's going to go after this drive and say, bro.
Yeah, don't hang me out to dry like that.
I'll score. Just throw it to me when my feet are on the ground.
Knox Scoggins in at tailback, and a nice move at the line of scrimmage, and he's off to the races down the right sideline, 25-20, and then steps out of bounds. Rory Smith, credit him with the tackle at the 18-yard line, a 31-yard gain on the first carry of the night for Knox Scoggins, and another Argyle first down.
This may be like one of the old-timey wishbone teams where they had 3 running backs all over 100 yards in a game.
Sutton Lee is checked in at one of the slot spots, another one of those super sophomores for Argyle. CJ to throw right over the middle, looking for Jasper Lott. He goes up and gets it, makes the catch. Argyle touchdown. 18-yard touchdown pass. Jasper Lott goes up, uses his height, gets the rebound, makes the catch. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't as easy as it sounded, right? He threw it, but Jasper Lott had to go up and reach over the defender and maybe kind of juggle a little bit coming down, but it was a great play by Jasper and not something that's just a routine play.
Good snap, good hold. Caden Dodson's extra point is good as well. 6:14 to play in our first quarter. It's now Argyle 21, Ranchview nothing. We're back with more Argyle Eagle football in just a moment.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Short kickoff, but Nico Shelton is the one that fielded the kickoff, but James Parker was going backwards, and he fair caught the ball. And you can't do that. Have one guy fair catch it, and another one catch it and take off running. And so, but Nico Shelton is like, wait, what'd I do? I'm about to run out for a touchdown. And
yeah.
But, hey, your teammate called a fair catch, so you can't do that.
And he's mad. He pulled the chin strap off, and you could tell he thought he was going to house that one, but I still don't think he would have gotten it there.
How's that last drive summary?
Let's talk about it. Brought to us by Lori Jacobson at DFW Legacy Real Estate Group. 3 plays, 53 yards, 41 seconds, Kenny, off the clock. 18-yard touchdown to Jasper Lott.
Will Ramsey out to make the stop on Jonathan Eichelberger. That'll be a loss of a yard. So Will Ramsey we'll credit him with his second tackle for loss on the season. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for Ranchview.
It looks like you said, Kenny, before the game, that Argyle is putting in some of the backup guys in there with the starters as opposed to doing just wholesale subs. They're putting them in so they get a chance to play against some of the experienced guys. I saw that on the last drive on the offensive line. They had some of their normal starters out, so giving those younger guys a chance to compete with the ones.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of teams, a lot of these guys get a lot of playing time. So when you say backup, sometimes you think those guys that rarely get in the game. And here is Davis Elsey making the stop, maybe a pickup of a yard on 2nd down, and leave it 3rd down and 10. But names that I'm about to call out at strong safeties, Jacob Robinson and Cade Moore is now in at the cornerback on the far right side. Rand Nash on the left side, on the near side here closest to us. And Hunter Roberts and another one of the safeties as Argyle runs this kind of a 3-3-5 is what they call it. So more of 5 defensive backs, almost a nickel that they run every play. But then those nickel backs, those safeties will move up the line of scrimmage like linebackers. Here's a pass from Parker, and it just floats out like a wounded duck. Was a little bit of pressure back there. It looked like Michael Madry was in with some pressure in the face there of Parker, and that ball got away from him. It'll be 4th down, up to punt.
So looking across the field there, I know they have some guys out, along with their coach. They have 12 subs on the sideline.
Kind of reminds you of, either the junior high B team or whatever. As far, and I'm not talking about the way they play. I'm talking about just the number of people that are on the sidelines. Here is the punt from Martini, a 27-yard punt. Will be down at the 46-yard line, so 27-yard punt, no return for Argyle. And Spencer, tell us a little bit about Special Forces, Argyle Special Forces. They looked like they were coming after that punt.
Okay, so my first takeaway on their first punt is if they wanted to, they could have blocked it. And then I think probably Coach Rogers saw that one, sent the house a little bit more in that one, and just shy of it. But I think next punt, if they want to block it, if you send someone with a little speed, they had some big men down there. If you send someone with some speed, that ball is going to get blocked, no doubt.
I'm not sure Argyle wants to block it.
Yeah, that might be part of it. It's kind of like holding up the runner at third base.
Yeah, gentleman's agreement kind of. But you're right, that one was close, and I know that Blake Dunham, who coaches those guys, probably would like to do one, right? Let's just block one.
Yeah,
maybe
just for fun, absolutely.
And then we call the guys off.
Slant to Cash Walker goes for 13 over the middle. It's Argyle now in Ranchview territory at the 41. Tito Bias back in there at running back, makes a nice move at the line of scrimmage, cuts it out to the right. Oh, I thought he might be able to get away from it. Needed to beat maybe one more guy. He's going to be brought down after a 14-yard gain that time. Keon Purdue made the stop for the Wolves down at the 27 of Ranchview. Tito's got it again. Gets a block from Ethan Gonzalez, who's in there at tight end. But a nice job by the aforementioned Keon Purdue, who came up from the safety spot to make a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd down and 10. A couple other changes in there for Argyle now. In at left guard is Matt Williams. Handoff here. Nope. Yep, it's going to be a handoff again to Tito. As Matt Williams is you mentioned their name and they go to work. Matt Williams just shoved Michael. Is that Martini? No, that's Harry Mizuno, and he just blocked him for about 20 yards. Gain of only 2 on the play. That'll be 3rd down and 8. Let's see on that right side. Nash Kruger is checked in at right guard now for Argyle, just like you had mentioned a moment ago. But otherwise, the 2 tackles in the center are the starters for Argyle. 3rd down and 8. Argyle 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Rogers is looking. He's going deep. End zone. He's got a man. Hayden Stewart, touchdown. Made that look easy. Hayden Stewart just got a couple of steps on Rory Smith. 25-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Rogers. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And you couldn't have drawn it up any better, right? I mean, he had his man beat. C.J. put it right on the money, in stride, in the end zone on 3rd down. Everything was just right. Coach Rogers will be happy to watch the film on that and be able to talk about it.
Extra point by Caden Dodson is true. 2:48 to play, first quarter. It's now Argyle 28, Ranchview nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community and helping make Argyle great. Speaking of great, we're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. State Farm agent Matt Ports knows another winning combination: home and auto. Matt and his team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports at 940-591-6644 today.
Short pooch kick this time. Oh, and it goes off the hands. Nico wanted to get it again and take it to the house, but this time it goes right off his shoulder pads and right into the arms of Argyle's number 26, Aaron Funderburk. And it will be Argyle football at the 36-yard line. And Mitch, sometimes when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, you know, I'm a huge Argyle fan, as are all of us on the broadcast, but good grief, you kind of hate to see that happen to them, right? But, you know, some of it is, I'm sure they're practicing those kickoffs, right, for later on in the season when they want to try and pooch it up and maybe catch somebody that doesn't catch the ball that much, you know, on the kickoff. And so it's working.
Baylor Bowen is checked in at receiver, but it's a slant across the middle to Cash Walker. He thought he was going to get hit, so he stopped. But then he takes off down the sideline. 5, touchdown. Cash Walker, and that was easy as the Ranchview defender stopped. I think Cash thought he was about to get lit up going across the middle, and he kind of hesitated for a second and then cut it back out to the right and had nothing but green and a red end zone in front of him. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, he just slipped his guy pretty easy. We can ask Spencer. To me, the difference not only on the line of scrimmage is the speed difference in both teams.
A lot of that, but I just had to throw in the whoop as soon as he cut across the field there.
Yep. Extra point is good by Caden Dotson. We'll keep it here because we've got a drive. That drive summary was one play, 36 yards, and brought to you by Spencer's mom, Rhonda. And then well, the drive summary before that. We need that one first.
Yeah, we're going to go to Waxahachie Autoplex because they're going to bring us the previous drive summary of 5 plays, 54 yards, a long one, 2 minutes, 25-yard TD to Hayden Stewart. And we're going to get you an official one on this one with the one play.
36 yards, wasn't it? Yeah. So
36 yards, probably 12 seconds.
Yeah, maybe that.
We're doing this on the fly. This is live radio here.
That's right.
23 seconds. Brought to us by the Design House. One play, 36 yards, 23 seconds.
So with 2:25 to play in the first quarter, Argyle leading Ranchview 35-0. We'll check in with the best producer in all of the land, Blake Jones, here in just a moment, because we need to know who's bringing us our first quarter.
Is it still the first quarter?
It is. 35-0. This ball is kicked deep this time to Rory Smith. being chased down by Chase Bunnell, but Logan May will hit him hard as he gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. And that's where Ranchview will set up shop. And now let's go to Dr. Jones.
Thank you, Kenny. Tonight's first quarter is made possible by the generous support of Brian McClarty at 407 Barbecue, Bill Utter Ford, State Farm agent Matt Ports, Will Woods at Magnolia Realty, Fifth Gear Automotive, Brian and Shelley Stone at Shoutout Promotions, Brian Conister at Cardinal Financial, Dr. David Dyer at Argyle Orthodontics, and the title sponsor and sponsor of our pregame show, Waxahachie Autoplex West and Lisa's Fence.
All right. Thank you, Blake. 2:17 to play, 35-0. Argyle, 2:17 in the first quarter, by the way. Here is a 1-yard gain on the left side. Looks like Reed Atkins in on the stop. And we'll check in down with Spencer here in just a moment and get his thoughts on some of this first quarter so far, with Argyle leading 35-0. Shout out to my man Judson Clark, who says he's listening on his back patio.
Nice night for it.
Yeah, we'll be by after the game. Judson, he's watching. Yeah, he's watching on his back patio. Even better. Second down and 9 for the Wolves, traveling from left to right in this first quarter. I never did give the Cinch Cleaner uniform update for those that are just listening.
False start on number 52 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Keelan Battle, the guilty party there, and it'll be second down and 14. The Wolves tonight are in their white jerseys, blue numerals outlined in silver, blue helmets with the silver wolf on the side of them, dark blue pants with the silver and white piping down the side. Argyle in their black jerseys tonight, white numerals outlined in red, black helmets with white eagle feathers, and those gray pants tonight. A little bit different look for Argyle, and of course with it being a pink out night here in support of breast cancer awareness, all the Argyle Eagles have their shoes or their tape that's taping their ankles up is pink tonight. So a lot of pink feet running around out there. Here's a little pass out to Purdue out in the flat, and Dax Haraney comes up and makes the stop, and he'll lose another 4 yards back to the 15-yard line. It'll leave 3rd and 18 for Ranchview.
What's sad about Ranchview is James Parker, the quarterback, is really not a thrower, right?
Right.
So on plays like this, you know, if they don't throw something to the sideline, he slips a couple of tackles, they have no chance of making this first down, which is pretty sad. I mean, they don't even have a deep threat. You know, they could get something over the top and maybe get lucky with it. They just don't have the arm strength to throw it that far.
Parker now looking, thought about taking off, and he's going to go all the way back around the other way. He's still looking to throw, and he's just going to heave it out of bounds. And incomplete as he was being chased down by a couple of Argyle Eagles. Reese McHugh as well as Reed Atkins were both running him down, and so another punt situation for the Ranchview Wolves.
He got drilled when he threw that. I wanted to ask Spencer. So, Spencer, when you're in a game in a situation like this, you know it's a huge blowout. What's the mentality of the player in the game on the winning team? I mean, you're still going 100%, right? I mean, do you ever feel sorry for him? What happens?
Absolutely. You're still going 100%, and I think you have a little sympathy. The main thing tonight is for the guys who don't get a ton of reps for Argyle, and to take full advantage of that. As a player that had to work my way up, these were my games before I was a starter. These were the games that I took full advantage of. And when you get your opportunity, you got to show what you can do. So tonight, yeah, maybe a starter might feel a little sympathy, but if you're a player that's trying to earn your way on the field, there's no sympathy. You're trying to show the coaches what you can do, and Argyle's really mixing in a lot of players tonight, so I think we're going to see that a ton.
28-yard punt here by Michael Martini. Fair caught by Zach Stewart, so no return. So 1st and 10 Argyle at the Ranchview 43-yard line, and wholesale changes out there this time for Argyle. Still got Cole Kirkpatrick in here at the near side receiver. Riley Page is checked in as the slot receiver. Got some changes on the offensive line. We'll tell you about those in a moment. CJ, though, is going to go deep, looking for Kirkpatrick, and lots of contact from the DB, and that is it's 35-0 in the first quarter, non-call.
Yeah, courtesy call there.
And so ball's incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
In my experience officiating high school sports, when you're an official in a game like this, you don't want to call anything unless it's an absolute train wreck.
Handoff knocks Scoggins, and he's going to have about 4 yards to the 39-yard line. And that will finish our first quarter here at Eagle Stadium. And it's been all Argyle in quarter number 1. Argyle 35, Ranchview nothing. Quarter number 2 on the way next on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Hey Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W in Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
As we begin our second quarter with Argyle traveling from left to right, Knox Scoggins will get it, running behind his left tackle, Wes Tucker. And he's going to be right at the first down marker, a pickup of about 6 that time for Knox. And that will be a first down. That offensive line for Argyle now is Wes Tucker at left tackle, Matt Williams at left guard. I believe that is, if I'm not mistaken, Austin Rusk maybe at center. Yes, Austin Rusk is at center. CJ back to throw. Oh, and he's hit just as he throws, and the ball gets away from him. Argyle gets back on it. Matt Williams, or Wes Tucker gets on the football. But they actually have to get Argyle all the way back to the 43-yard line. But also out there, Nash Kruger still out there at right guard, and Dominic Reed is now out there at right tackle. And now a little switcheroo here for brothers. Jack Tucker checks back in for his little brother, Wes Tucker.
I think Wes maybe fell on the football.
Yeah. And here's a handoff to Knox Scoggins, runs in the back of a couple of his offensive linemen. Nice spin move at the 35, then down the sidelines to about the 25-yard line before he was finally run out of bounds. Nice move by Knox Scoggins, 17-yard, 18-yard gain.
Argyle has so many running backs. Their coach over there has to look and say, just give me one of them.
Yeah, can I borrow?
Give me one of them.
I bet it, honestly, I bet what he's saying more is, can I borrow a couple of your offensive linemen?
Yeah, for sure.
Third down and 2 for the Eagles here from the Ranchview 25-yard line. Rogers is going to throw. This is the quick hitter out here to Cole Kirkpatrick on the right side. He's hit immediately, but he does have enough for a first down. Needed 2, picked up 3 to the 22-yard line before Jonathan Eichelberger ran him out of bounds, and it'll be a first down at the 21.
You got to get Cole a touchdown this game, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, as many touchdowns as we're going to score, you got to get him one.
7 touchdowns on the season so far for Cole Kirkpatrick.
Double move.
He does a little double move. He's going deep to the end zone. Eichelberger can't keep up, and there is your Cole Kirkpatrick touchdown. 21-yard touchdown pass into the right corner of the end zone. C.J. Rogers, Cole Kirkpatrick, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, a little double move, stutter and go, but the corner bid on it. Spencer as a corner. What's that like when you know that guy, you've bid on the fake and then he takes off to the end zone? What's going through your head?
I mean, there's no worse feeling. But, I mean, I'll say this. I mean, Cole Kirkpatrick, Division I recruit, and that was a Division I route. That looks good. And as a Texas Tech fan, the Kirkpatrick family, Texas Tech people, I hope no Tech coaches are listening right now or watching some film, but if you are, offer this man. Let's get Kirkpatrick in Lubbock.
Extra points good. 10-12 to play. Second quarter, Argyle 42, Ranchview nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Feel like like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with a sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
So there's the pooch kick, left-footed by the amphibious and ambidextrous Caden Dotson. And that will be at the, so Ranchview will have it at the 33-yard line. They're on 35, we'll call it. Have it at the 35-yard line.
All right, drive summary on that last drive brought to us by,
Mitchie Poo.
you got it, Closets by Design. 7 plays, 43 yards, 2:01 off the clock, and it was a 20-yard TD pass to Cole Kirkpatrick.
By the way, Judson Clark just texted. He's impressed. He's like, you aren't going to talk about that? Really? You guys going to call the touchdown right before it, one play before he scored it, and you're not more excited about it?
Well, that's how plugged in we are to this program.
That's right. That's right. Longest play of the night here for Ranchview. Read option. James Parker takes it up the middle, and he's going to have 7 yards to the 42-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Wolves.
But somebody paid the price in the backfield. Who was that? I mean, was that their quarterback after he handed it off?
No, it was Eichelberger. Oh. As the quarterback kept it. Chase Bunnell, he's a take no prisoners kind of guy. He's gonna hit you hard if he gets a shot at you for sure.
He did.
Matter of fact, I got to look and see where it is. Chase got his first offer from somebody this past week. I saw that. 2nd down and 2. Here's a fake. No, it is a handoff this time. No, it is a fake again. Read op. Actually runs a pretty good read option because he's faked me out. And there's a 6-yard gain, the first down. Parker straight up the middle to the 48-yard line.
And Eichelberger again got slammed down. You know he's saying, hey, look, if I got the ball, fine. But if I ain't got it, I don't want to get hit like that. That's 2 plays in a row.
And now Argyle making a few changes on the defensive front. Jasper Lott checks in. Michael Madry. Darren Chapa stays in at nose guard. Todd Johnson injured his foot a couple weeks ago. He's been out for a couple of weeks, and he is out again tonight. I think he is expected to be back maybe next week. Here's Eichelberger. Nice run into Argyle territory to the 47 before Jacob Robinson comes up to make the stop. Gets a little help from Caleb Murdoch. And it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Wolves. First time Ranchview has had the football in Argyle territory.
And he had a head of steam right there. I mean, they had something cooking. Argyle luckily has a great secondary, and they closed in pretty fast. But, I mean, he got the edge, and he got upfield in a hurry.
Arkansas Tech offered Chase Bunnell to come play a little football for them next season.
Good for him.
2nd down and 4 for Ranchview. And here is a fake. Oh, and a little toss out. Had to call it a fumble. I'm kind of, Mitch thinks it's an incomplete pass over here, but they'll give him the forward progress. Ball was picked up by Shun Mizuno. And it's going to be a 2-yard gain to leave 3rd down and 2. Jet Copeland there to make the stop for Argyle. No, they do call it an incomplete pass, it looks like. Yeah, they're bringing it back.
So you have Shun and Henry Mizuno on the team, right?
Yeah, I would think they're related.
I would think so.
Do they make shoes, you think?
That's what we were asking before. What kind of they got on?
3rd down, and so remain 3rd down and 5. 7:29 to play here in our 2nd quarter. Spencer Cullen on the sideline. Mitch Cullen riding shotgun. I'm Kenny Arthur. Blake Jones producing. Thanks for joining us tonight here on AEBC Broadcasting. And it's James Parker going to keep it again on the read option. And he runs in to a couple of Argyle Eagles, Michael Madry and 32 Grant Mariball. Carson Shaw comes in to help a little bit as well. Absolutely no gain right at the 47, and it'll be another punting situation for Michael Martini of the Ranchview Wolves.
And he had, looked like a little bit of space. He got some speed going, and then he absolutely just hit a brick wall, and it just stopped him in his tracks right at the line of scrimmage.
He's like, man, that play worked the first couple of times.
Yeah.
Where'd that number 58 come from?
Yeah, and he stoned him. So people listening that don't know, that Carrolton Ranchview is in the shadows of the Cowboys' old practice facility there in Valley Ranch.
Yeah, and it's really, it's in a pretty good part of town. It's
yeah,
it's still a growing area right now. Still a lot of houses being built and quite a few apartment complexes around there. I mean, it's just a little bit surprising sometimes. I think that they're not a little bit better program over there. A couple of years ago, former Cowboy Rocket Ishmael, his son was on this team, and 26-yard punt here for Michael Martini, and no return for Argyle, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. 6:33 to play here before the half, with Argyle leading 42-0. And it looks like the starting offensive line will check back in for Argyle. So there's Nick Rubian back in there, as well as Austin Criswell at the guard spots. Blake Spence back in at center, and Sheridan Wilson and Jack Tucker back in at tackle. And behind the blocking of Jack Tucker, Knox Scoggins has got a lot of running room, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. It would be a 22-yard gain, but I think that one might come back on a holding call. We'll see who the guilty party is here.
Holding, number 75 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
I'm gonna check with Spencer on this to get his thoughts. This has always been my thought, and I'm gonna ask what he thinks. Spencer, I don't know if that was a hold until Jack Tucker held his arms up like, I didn't do anything. Don't you sometimes think maybe an official sees that and says, oh, well, obviously you held, you're putting your hands up, like, what did I do?
Yeah, you immediately make yourself guilty. But, we said it earlier, in a game like this, they're kind of looking for stuff like that, especially from a guy as big as Jack Tucker. So when you stick out that much on the field, you can't draw any attention to yourself that you don't want. So that's kind of his fault right there.
That's one they're excited about in Lubbock at Texas Tech for next season, as he is committed to play out there for the Red Raiders. And here's a nice gain again on that left side for Knox Scoggins, an 18-yard pickup all the way out to the 29-yard line. So that'll leave, after a 1st and 20, it's 2nd and 2, and it's Scoggins again, this time on the right side. Nice block from Nick Rubian, and he will have a first down to the 40-yard line. 11-yard gain before Isaiah Kayembe makes the stop for the Wolves.
Jack Tucker, after getting that call, he's probably standing there with his buddies going, man, that's not right. I don't have to hold to get these guys out of my way.
Yeah. And we've talked about it multiple times on the broadcast this year about how good it was. I think we were 4 games into the season before we even had a holding penalty. And I think they pride themselves on that. Ward McCollum makes the catch. It almost tight ropes the sidelines and takes it to the house, but he can't quite keep his feet, steps out of bounds. Credit Nico Shelton on the stop after a 13-yard gain into Ranchview territory at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and he was tiptoeing down the sideline. Man, he one more step the other way, and he was going to the house.
And Braden Baker back in at running back, and he will have a nice pickup on the right side to the 40-yard line, a 7-yard pickup for Baker. And he just, I love to watch Braden Baker run over people.
Yeah, because you don't expect it from him, right? You expect him to kind of be a little jitterbug out there that, makes people miss, but his feet kind of look like the Flintstones when they get going.
Right.
They're moving so fast, it looks like a circle of feet.
5'7", 182 pounds. They fake to him this time. Play action. Rogers rolling to his left. Still looking. He's got a man open, and a nice attempt there for Argyle. They were trying to keep his feet in over there was Ward McCollum, and but then just couldn't quite hang on to the football as he was stretching out over the out of bounds line to try to make that catch, but incomplete pass, 3rd down and 2 here for the Eagles.
Definitely doing some social distancing on the visitor side in the stands in this game. You don't have to worry about much over there.
No, there's not a whole lot happening over there. Scoggins running right. Gets a nice block from Nick Rubian again, and he will have probably just enough for a first down. Gets 2 yards, and that is a Argyle first down at the 37 of Ranchview. Clock running, 4:18 to play In the first half, Argyle leading 42-0. The Eagles now 6 of 6 on third down. On this first down, it's Scoggins finding a hole and another first down. A pickup of 12, maybe 13 that time for Knox, all the way down to the 24-yard line. And we got a player that lost his hat, so he'll have to come out of the game. That's Kari Deshay. And so he'll get a breather for a play or two.
So when you're down players like they are tonight, it's the guys in the trenches that suffer the most, and those guys have their hands on their hips. They're slow getting up, and there's not a ton of replacements that are that size that can come in.
One nice stiff arm there by Knox Scoggins, and then he tries a second one, but Keon produced, and I'm not going to let you do that one. And Keon goes down, grabs him around the ankles, and Knox will lose a yard back to the 25-yard line, make a second down and 11. Yeah, it's one of those things, Mitch, you want them to run the ball, right? In a situation like you want to just run clock, but then you get a long drive like this one sustained. I'm sure Blake has got it, but how many plays this particular drive is? Here's a little quick hitter to the slot man, Gannon Pels, and he's slung down by Keon Purdue. Somebody's still out there playing. Old number 2 there for Ranchview. He's ready to play some football. Be third down and 8. And so that'll be so this is play number 10 on this drive. And
their big boys are gassed, though. Look at them. They can't get
saying,
lined up.
They had to stay out. They've been out there for so long. Peyton Shoemake is in at running back, and he's got a nice move inside the 15-yard line, right at the first down marker at the 14, and it will be an Argyle first down.
Yep, they're going to give it to him.
Wayne Pritz is in at one wide out now for Argyle. And remember, Wayne goes 6'7", so you can always get the jump ball to him. I heard Spencer mention that one to us in our ear real quick. Yeah, but it's going to be Shoemake on the right side again. About a 3-yard gain to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, gain of 4 maybe. It'll be second down at about 6.5.
So big Tony Reeder for Ranchview just fell on the ground, and he did it again, and it's kind of hard to run around him. The guy's massively round, and that's his whole strategy right now. I think
getting away.
Just go down in the middle of the line, make everybody run around him.
Another first down here for Shoemake to the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Argyle, and we'll have a Ranchview timeout. They want to stop this before Argyle punches in here from the 4-yard line with 2:07 to play here before the half, and Argyle leading 42-0. And maybe the great Blake Jones can let us know who's bringing us our second quarter tonight.
Kenny, I would love to.
Great.
The second quarter is brought to you by Lori Jacobson at DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, Lisa Himby at Closets by Design, Noble Classic Homes, Point Bank, Sherry Brunson at Cinch Cleaners, Marge Bunn at the Snooty Pig, which I know you two fine gentlemen enjoyed this morning and saw Marge in the stands. Always like seeing her here. Jason Wiley at the Argyle Fine Arts Preschool, Minerva Consulting, and the sponsor of our upcoming halftime show, Dr. Gomez, Dr. Gomez at Rapid Med Urgent Care.
You don't need to go see Dr. Gomez, do you? It sounded like you had a little.
Yeah, what is that?
Just a little character acting.
Okay.
That's not that COVID call for anything, right?
No, let's not spread that. No,
Okay.
no, just a tickle. It's the cold front moving in, bringing in allergens. You know.
Yep. So Argyle has it first and goal.
I think Ranchview just wants the ball back with some time on the clock, trying to score.
Yeah,
before
see if
the
they can
half.
do something. First and goal from the 4. Knox Scoggins is checked back in, and that's who will get the football. And great blocking up front on that left side. Jasper Lott and Jack Tucker into the end zone. Walks Knox Scoggins untouched. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Made it look pretty easy. I'm thinking that the Ranchview guys now are saying, Coach, we didn't need that extra minute of rest for them to do that to us. But, Argyle just taking care of business, what they're doing.
And Hunter Roberts has checked in. This will be the first time that he's going to kick the extra point this year. He's actually kicked quite a bit, though. So he didn't lose any leg, let's put it that way. Extra point is good. 1:58 to play before the half. It's now Argyle 48, Ranchview nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson, broker of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, believes in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle or a first-time buyer, Lori is dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. If you want the best, call Lori Jacobson, D Magazine's best real estate agent in 2019 and 2020. Lori wants to encourage all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy on and off the field. Go Eagles!
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's Banana Pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
Robert Owens fields the punt and then fumbles it out of bounds immediately. And fumbles it right to Spencer Cullen on the sideline. Perfect.
Did you fall on it or just pick it up?
About taking it to the house, but it's wrong team, so.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have minded. They would have enjoyed the help.
Those hammies may not have stood up for that digging for that last 15 yards.
Yeah, I'm thinking I had about 10 yards in me before the wheels came off.
Yeah.
But
Mitchie Pooh's got a drive summary for us.
Let's go. Brought to us by Yellow Door Storage. 13 plays, 10 of them runs. Started out at 79, got a 10-yard penalty, so it was really 89-yard drive. 4:35 off the clock. That may be one of the longest I've ever seen in Argyle. 4:35, capped off by a 4-yard run by Knox Scoggins.
Big hit by Darren. He's a chopper after a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8.
What's the most points scored in a half for Argyle, I wonder?
I'm going to try to look at some of these records here in just a moment. See if I can find out some of that stuff. 2nd down and 8 for the Wolves. And if they were wanting to get a little extra time to maybe score, they're not in a hurry to get the 2nd down playoff. Play clock down to 10. James Parker now with running backs to either side of him. 2 receivers split left, 1 right, and they'll do the read option. Parker's going to keep it, and Davis Elsey right there to bring him down. Jet Copeland comes in to help out. That'll be a loss of a couple. Back to the 19-yard line, leave 3rd down and 9 for Ranchview. Under a minute to play now before the half.
Some of these receivers look pretty athletic. They don't have any kind of jet sweeps in their playbook or something to try and get these guys the ball because they can't throw it to them. I mean, that's just not going to happen.
Well, and there's just such quick penetration, though, from the defensive front. I don't know if you've got a whole lot of time for the jet sweep to even evolve. But,
right.
But I'm with you. You got to try a little something out of the box, right? 3rd down and 9 here. Probably be the last play of the half. And it is that read option again. And a nice job by Argyle to read that one. Chase Bunnell in on the stop, but Michael Madry was the one that did a good job reading that to see whether the back got the ball or not. And Madry was ready to tackle the back. And as soon as he saw he didn't get it, he goes in to help make the tackle on Parker. And that will be the last play of the first half. And Jason Buchanan is texting me. He said, I don't know. I'm going to try to hang in there, but he doesn't know if he can watch the 2nd half or not. Well, we'll bring it to you no matter what, Jason, whether you're there or not. Quitter. It's halftime here at Eagle Stadium on Pink Out Night. Argyle leading Ranchview 49-0 at the half. I don't have my usual little list in front of me, so I'm not exactly sure what's coming up on the halftime show, but it'll be something exciting.
It'll be good.
Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show is on the way next, and it really will be good. Blake Jones always puts together some great stuff. Argyle with 3 different running backs scoring touchdowns in that first half. 4 touchdown passes from C.J. Rogers to 4 different receivers. All that in the first half, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that, run down all the stats and sounds and whatever from the first half, and we'll do some more fun things here at the half of the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show. Argyle leads Carrolton Ranchview 49-0. We're back with that halftime show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2 or 3 car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at argylestoragecode.com. That's argylestoragecode.com.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagles Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Welcome into the Rapid Med halftime show. Eagles on top big here in their third district game of the year over the Carrolton Ranchview Wolves. As we get ready for the band to come out onto the field. Coming up later on in this Rapid Med halftime show, we're going to get an out-of-town scoreboard look from John Little as he will run down some of the scores around the Metroplex, other district games, other big 4A teams, and some teams you might be interested in around Denton County and the Metroplex. But let me hand it off to the band as the Argyle State Championship winning band will perform here in the Rapid Med halftime show. Here is the PA and the band.
Where are they supposed to be? Maybe I can help you. Are they supposed to be in our caravan?
Argyle's best choice for site development and outdoor design needs. The Majestic service officers are the Allen, Nancy Carter, Maria Vasconcelos, Ava Robinson, and Toby Slade. Our Majestic of the week is Grace Colbert. Tonight, your Majestics will be performing a Stringer Jazz Routine 2, Chained to the Rhythm. Now put your hands together as your state champion Majestics and Argyle Eagle Band perform. and gentlemen, your Argyle Eagle Band.
All right, that was your Argyle band inside the Rapid Med halftime show as the Argyle Eagles lead Carrolton Ranchview 49-0 at the break. About 8 minutes to go before the second half gets underway. So let's check in with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington inside the Argyle ISD Eagle Update, and this is brought to you by Lori Jacobson and the DFW Legacy Real Estate Group.
Hey, Eagle fans. This is Rick Herron, Argyle ISD's Director of Communications, with tonight's Eagle Update about news and happenings across the district. Well, Eagles, early voting is here, so be sure to exercise your right to vote in the November general election by heading to the polls. Early voting started on Tuesday and will go through Friday, October 30th. Be sure to take time to learn more about the ballot and election information by visiting argyleisd.com. On the website, you'll also find more information about the school board election. So where can I vote early? Well, there are 3 close options for the Argyle ISD community. There's the Argyle Town Hall, located at 308 Denton Street East, and over in Canyon Falls, you can vote at the Denton County Southwest Courthouse. And in Northlake, early voting is being held at the Northlake Town Hall. This is a friendly reminder for parents regarding Monday, October 19th being a student holiday. Again, it's a student holiday for all Eagles grades pre-K through 12. There has been some confusion regarding which students would be off on this day, and just as a reminder, all students in Argyle ISD will be off in all grades on Monday. This will also serve as a professional development day for staff, so all teachers and staff will be on campuses working that day. Have a great day off, Eagles. Argyle ISD campuses and offices will resume regular schedules on Tuesday, October 20th. Well, earlier tonight, we had the opportunity to celebrate Coach Todd Rogers and his 200th career win he picked up last week at Anna. Well, there's more to celebrate for Argyle's winningest head football coach. Coach Rogers has been named this week's Dallas Cowboys Whataburger Coach of the Week. So big congratulations to Coach Rogers for this honor. And as a part of this recognition, the Argyle High School football program will receive a $2,000 grant courtesy of the Gene and Jerry Jones Family Foundation and Whataburger. So be sure to watch social media for a post regarding this awesome honor for Coach Rogers. This week, Argyle ISD celebrated Texas Education Human Resources Day. This is a special celebration across the state where school districts take a moment to recognize the outstanding work being done by our human resources staff. Argyle ISD would like to recognize Deputy Superintendent Chris Daniel and his assistant, Jennifer James, on the outstanding work being done in recruitment, training, and retainment of our Eagle teachers and staff. They do a tremendous job in hiring the best in the state to serve our Eagles. Well, that's it for this week's Eagle Update. I'll now pass it over to my colleague, Argyle ISD's Director of Marketing and Special Events, Miss Pam Arrington.
Thank you, Rick. Well, hello, Argyle. I hope everyone is enjoying the Pink Out game. This is a very special game for all of us here in the community as we recognize those who have battled breast cancer, those who are currently battling it, and those who have lost their lives to breast cancer. Also, I just want to thank everyone for their support in raising awareness about finding a cure for breast cancer and raising funds. So thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you, Argyle, for coming out to this game to cheer on our Eagles and all pinked out in the stands. Today, I have someone with us that's going to talk to us about a great event that's coming up here in Argyle on November the 7th. That's Saturday, November the 7th, and it is an event that I know all of us ladies look forward to every year. It's when we do most of our Christmas shopping. Last week during the halftime show, I know I talked a little bit about this event. It is the Argyle Market. So here with me today is Trisha Sims, and she is going to talk to us a little bit about the Argyle Market, what kind of vendors you can look for there, all of the different wonderful and great items you can pick up. Also, I know there's going to be some great food. There's always great food there. I look forward to the tamales each year. So Trisha Sims, thank you for joining us today. Tell us all about the Argyle Market that's coming up on November 7th.
Hey Pam, thank you so much for having us out and just letting everybody know about the Argyle Holiday Market. We will be at Argyle High School, like she said, on November 7th. Starting at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Obviously, it'll look a little different this year, but we're just so excited to even be able to have our event. We will be taking all the necessary precautions also, but we want y'all to come out and have fun. And awesome vendors, over 140 already signed up. Lots from last year, lots of new ones, lots of homemade items, lots of handmade items. Y'all are just gonna knock all your Christmas items off your list. I know it'll be an awesome event for everyone. Come out and support Project Graduation. All the funds raised go to Project Graduation for all of our classes. So it's an awesome event and an awesome cause. Thanks so much, Pam.
All right, well, Trisha, thank you so much. And I know a lot of hard work goes into this event every year. So can you tell us a little bit about the team that's worked on this and how many hours have gone into the planning?
Oh, yes, lots and lots of hours. The freshmen, the 2024 class for Project Graduation kind of heads this off every year. And so Stephanie Phillips heads this team, and she has worked tirelessly this year, just putting in several many hours. And we have a small team for marketing. We have a team for vendors, for booths, for logistics of the day. And then each class for Project Graduation will take a specific department of the holiday market. So we have the 2023 class, and anyway, each class will take a separate event at the market and raise funds for that class.
Wonderful. So all of the classes are involved. We have parents representing each class there as well. And I know we got a little confused on the dates because we have so many kids, but between all of us, we have so many kids in the district, and it's hard to keep up, I know. Especially, like, I have a senior this year, and I know every year I've always looked forward to going out and supporting this event because it does help support Project Graduation, which is an amazing event that's held for our seniors each year. So thank you so much for that, Trisha, and thank you for everything that you've done and your team has done. Tell me, are they still going to have the great raffles that they have each year?
Oh, definitely. We wouldn't want to miss out on those raffles. So you will pay a $2 entry fee, and we can and you can do that online early this year. So if you go through our Facebook Argyle Holiday Market, you can find the link there, and you can prepay for your entry fee, so you can skip the line the day of, but that will get you one market buck, and you will be able to put that into the raffle. Every vendor will bring something to raffle off that day, so there'll be lots and lots of awesome raffles and giveaways that day.
Wonderful. I know we always look forward to walking by the raffle table and seeing all the great products that are there and all the fun crafts and handmade items. So I know everyone is excited. Mark your calendars. Saturday, November the 7th, we will all be at Argyle High School for the Argyle Holiday Market. Thank you so much, Trisha. I appreciate you and your team. And Argyle Eagles, I hope you again are enjoying your game. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you mask up and go Eagles.
That is Rick Heron and Pam Arrington doing such a great job with the Argyle ISD Eagle Update, getting you all the info you need around the Argyle School District. And while we still have a minute here in the Rapid Mint halftime, let's get you to John Little in the Out-of-Town Scoreboard Sports Desk. Hey, John.
Hey, Blake, happy to give you some scores. And first off, let's look at 7-4A1 coming into play today. Kaufman, who has a bye today, their off week, they are 3-0 in district, leading the district right now. Of course, Argyle is going to tie them tonight with their win tonight over Ranchview. Terrell and Melissa both 1-1, Anna 1-2, so is Paris, and then Ranchview at 0-3. The two games tonight, other than the Argyle-Ranchview game, Melissa just trouncing Anna so far, 50-7. This game is in the second quarter. Sam Finnegan, get this, 12 of 12 through the air for Melissa, 222 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a touchdown run. Paris also up on Terrell at the break. That is 14-3, that game being played in Terrell. Around this time of the season, we start looking at 8-4A1 because that is the district that Argyle's district will be lining up against first round of the playoffs. 8-4A1, Wilmer Hutchins, Lincoln, and Carter all 1-0. Roosevelt, Pinkston, and North Dallas all 0-1 coming into tonight. Roosevelt and Pinkston play tomorrow. Tonight, Carter taking on Lincoln, and Carter leads this one 19-0 at the half. Wilmer Hutchins and North Dallas also playing. No score from that one. Top 10 action, number 2, Lampasas coming in at 4-0. Leads Burnett 14-0, that game in the second quarter. Number 3, Waco La Vega got a forfeit win over Brownwood. Brownwood is dealing with COVID issues, so La Vega moves to 6-1 without having to play.
I'm going to stop you right there, John. Hold on just a second. We got the second half ready underway. We'll try to get back to John Little when we can. Here's Kenny with the second half call.
They won the toss earlier tonight and in the CNN Mortgage coin toss. And don't leave your financial future, Mitch, to the flip of a coin.
No, never.
Call CNN Mortgage. So we've got Ranchview here with the ball at their own 28-yard line to start this second half. Argyle leading 49-0 over Carrolton Ranchview. And Ranchview back in there with James Parker at quarterback for the Wolves, and we'll try to make sure we get the Argyle defense set for you. Several starters out there as well, including Grant Mariball, the middle linebacker, Logan May at outside backer, and also Davis Elsey at outside backer. And here is a handoff. And it's Eichelberger and Dax Rainey, the sophomore, comes up to make the stop on Jonathan Eichelberger, and that'll be a loss of about a yard for Eichelberger. It'll be second down and 11. Defensively up front for Argyle, Michael Madry, Darren Chapa, and Chase Bonnell out there. In the secondary for the Eagles, Cade Moore, Dax Rainey. It is Jacob Robinson, Rand Nash, and Zach Stewart. Second down and 11. Traveling from right to left is the Ranchview Wolves here in your third quarter. And it's going to be a handoff to Eichelberger. And he's going to run backwards a little bit and have absolutely nowhere to go. First one in on the stop. Getting up off the bottom of the pile there is Zach Stewart. And that is a loss of about 4 more. It'll be third down and 15. And we've got an injured Ranchview Wolf on the play. Let's go back in and finish a little bit more of that out-of-town scoreboard. 10:58 to play third quarter. Argyle leading 49-0.
Port Lavaca Calhoun coming in as the number 4 team in this state, and they lead Toloso Midway 21-7 in the second quarter. Corpus Christi Cal Allen, number 5 team, taking on Corpus Christi Miller tonight, and it's Miller leading Cal Allen 20-7 in the second quarter. Number 6 Canyon, who matches Argyle's record at 6-0. They are off tonight. Number 7, Melissa, like we said, up big on Anna. Springtown coming in at 6-1. The number 8 team in the state is down to Wichita Falls Hershey at the half, 22-18. Also tonight, El Campo, the number 9 team in the state, leads Brazosport 21-7 in the third quarter. And number 10 Paris sneaking into the top 10 this week, leading Terrell 14-3 at the half. Some other 4A1 action around the area. Kennedale leads Benbrook 13-6 in the second quarter.
All right, third down and 15. Now for the Wolves from their own 23-yard line. Play action. Parker steps up. Nice move by Parker, but his pass is going to be intercepted. Underthrown and picked off. I believe that's Rand Nash that comes up and makes the interception in front of the intended receiver. A turnover for the Eagles. First down for Argyle at the Ranchview 36-yard line.
And I guess it wasn't quite as good as a punt, right? Their punter's been doing a pretty good job, but that's the longest pass from scrimmage they've had in the game. I mean, ball in the air, but it was just kind of a wing and a prayer right there, right? Let's just throw it and hope our guy can go get it, and he couldn't. Argyle picked it off.
First interception of the season for Rand Nash.
Okay, so listen to the out-of-town scoreboard. That Paris game may be kind of scary.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that a couple of games Paris has had that kind of showed what they've got. But here's a pass out on the far left side over there to Baylor Bowen. He breaks a tackle right after the catch, and ends up picking up about 16 yards all the way down to the 20-yard line. Different starters out there for Argyle. The only one out there that pretty much starts the football game is Hayden Stewart. He is split out wide right with Sutton Lee in the slot on that side. And again, I mentioned Baylor Bowen is split out wide right now. Peyton Shoemake is running over a man at the 15 to the 14-yard line with the offensive line up front of Dominic Reed, Nash Kruger, Austin Rusk, Matt Williams, and Wes Tucker. Again, I mentioned Peyton Shoemake, Ethan Gonzalez. Gonzo 3.0 is in there at tight end, and that's who he's going to throw it to this time. And he's getting a nice block over there from Bowen, turns it up at the 5, dives for the pylon. He stepped out of bounds. Wanted to see Gonzo 3.0 to get us a touchdown tonight, but steps out of bounds at about the 3-4 yard line. Pickup of 11 for Ethan, and it'll be first and goal for Argyle.
He stretched it out.
Well, he did, didn't he? But his foot had just stepped out of bounds back at the 4. Fake to Shoemake. Quick slant is incomplete. Also in there, I mentioned Matt Williams, didn't I? I was going to say Peyton Shoemake, but we didn't mention the quarterback. Jet Copeland has checked in at quarterback for Argyle. Before this drive, he was 2 of 2 on the season. Here's a handoff. Shoemake running behind Austin Rusk, and he's not going to get there. Pretty much no gain, about the 3 yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and goal for the Eagles here. And this is where I heard Spencer say this earlier, if he was out there. He's not out there right now, but Wayne Pritz at 6'7", I'd just throw one up and let him rebound. So you're out there, but Wayne Pritz is not.
A little jump ball action.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect call for Spencer. That's what he called that earlier. Argyle 7 for 7 in the first half on 3rd down. Snaps a little bit high. They're going to pass it. It is. It's Gonzo again. He stretches out across the goal line. Touchdown, Ethan Gonzalez. 3-yard touchdown pass. Jet Copeland to Gonzo 3.0. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Now, it was a great effort by him to get in the end zone. I mean, the pass was there a little bit late getting it to him, but Gonzo, once he caught it, just reached out over, and that's what got him in the end zone, was getting the ball over the goal line.
I guess Spencer could have been Cullen 3.0, right?
Yeah, he was, yeah, for sure. Yep.
Extra point. Caden Dotson is back out there for the extra point. Sutton Lee to hold. Good snap from Logan May, and the extra point is on the way, and it is good. 8:39 to play now in the 3rd quarter. Our score is Argyle 56, Carrolton Ranchview nothing. And now let's see if we can finish up our out-of-town scoreboard.
Huntsville is up on Burnett 21-14 at the half. It's Decatur all over Lake Worth 56-14. That game just in the 2nd quarter. And also in the 2nd, Midlothian Heritage leads Waxahachie Live 10-0. Some other local small schools. Aubrey on top of Sanger. That game at the break, 21-10 is the score. Salina leading big over Crum, 41-7 in the 2nd quarter. Also, number 1 team in 3A1, Brock, leads Ponder 28-13 in the 2nd quarter. And Pilot Point at home hosting Whitesboro, but trailing Whitesboro at halftime 17-0. Other area games, Geyer and Carroll, that was supposed to be a big matchup tonight. COVID got that one. Also this evening, Denton Braswell is playing at Eaton. That is Northwest Eaton, leading 33-27 at the half. Tristan McClary for Braswell. Their quarterback, 183 through the air in a score, and 65 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Also tonight, Liberty Christian hosting Midland Christian. So far, it's all Midland Christian, 34-7 at halftime. Additionally, Frisco Lebanon Trail up on Lake Dallas, 24-7 at the break. And Denton versus Denton Ryan is back on. They will play tomorrow. Blake?
Thanks, John. Glad we finally got you in here, Skinny.
And this kickoff going to be at the 23-yard line as that return was brought out. Grant Mariball in on the stop. Brock Bunce as well for Argyle, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Ranchview Wolves, trailing 56-0. Reed Palmer out at one of the cornerbacks now for Argyle, as well as Charlie Krisiak. And how about a drive summary there, Mitchie Pooh?
Let's do it. Bill Utterford is their sponsor. 6 plays, 36 yards, a minute 54. That was a slow drive for just 36 yards, capped off by the Gonzo 3-yard grab, reach, and TD.
And there's a ball's on the ground, I believe, and Argyle may have recovered fumble, and they have. Davis Elsey gets on the fumble. I think there was the ball did not get into the belly of the running back, and if it had, well, maybe the running back just didn't want it because he got hit immediately by Reese McHugh, I believe, in the backfield. Davis Elsey jumps on the football, and Argyle has it at the Ranchview 23-yard line.
Yeah, and, the wheels are kind of coming off right now. 2 possessions for them, 2 turnovers. Argyle's going to score wherever they get it. You just don't want to give them the short field, which is what's happened so far this half.
Argyle has scored on every possession in this game. Copeland going to go deep to the end zone, and touchdown. That's Riley Page with the touchdown catch. He just took it away from the defender. 23-yard touchdown pass, Jet Copeland to Riley Page. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And Riley Page, heck of a job. I mean, the ball was underthrown just a little bit. It was a nice throw by Copeland, but just a step underthrown. And Riley Page he wanted it more than the defender, just went up and got it.
Caden Dotson back out for another extra point. Good snap, good hold, and a good extra point. 8:05 to play in the third quarter. It's now Argyle 63, Carrolton Ranchview nothing. And
Argyle did that with only 10 guys on the field right there.
And I guess we could just only 10 guys on the field there. So this gives us a little bit of a break in the action, and we can maybe Blake can let us know who's bringing us our third quarter here tonight at Eagle Stadium, Pink Out Night.
I absolutely can. Kenny, glad you asked. Joe and Tina Bartram at CNN Mortgage, Dave and Kathy Salisbury at the Real Estate Station, Cheney Materials, Brent Bowen, Attorney at Law, Alex Payne at Yellow Door Storage, Independent Bank, Connie Johnson at A-Town Apparel, Ian Sadler, BSBD Group. He was a subject on the podcast this week. Texas Center for Oral Surgery, and Tara Tarrant at Southland Realty Group.
So, Kenny, I think the out-of-town scoreboard's kind of interesting with some of the teams on there, with Paris jumping into the top 10. And Aubrey, how about Aubrey just up the road is undefeated? And, man, they are talking some serious noise about not being afraid of anybody. And it's good to see the Chaparrals. They're putting it on it's got to be their biggest rival, Sanger, right? I mean, just next door to him almost.
And Purdue takes a lick here. Keon Purdue, and he was hit hard that time by Peyton Shoemake. And let's see, it'll be the football at the 23-yard line. Let's check in down there with Spencer. And Spencer, let's look at it from the other perspective. And I don't know, you may not even know because you were never in that perspective. But if you're playing for Ranchview right now, what do you do to have any motivation to continue?
I want to stay positive here for both sides, but just have fun at this point. I think that's really all you can do. Maybe try to trick play something. Obviously, whoever Argyle's got in the field is outmatched. So I would say have fun is pretty much your best option at this point.
Well, they do change quarterbacks here and run an option to the right side, and
fumble.
That goes nowhere. Ethan Gonzalez. Yep, it is another fumble. Carson Shaw recovers the fumble. Ethan Gonzalez was the first one in to make the stop, and it will be Argyle football once again, as Rory Smith was in at quarterback and he could not hang on to the football, and it will be the Argyle football once again. And that's the one thing that really Ranchview hadn't done that bad in the first half is turn the football over.
Yeah.
And now there's 3 here in the third quarter.
3 for 3, yeah. And they're not having fun. I can tell you that right now. They're not having fun. And some of the guys that are getting the football, too, don't want it, obviously, right? And that's why they're just not protecting it. And I don't know what else you can do if you're their coaches other than, encourage them and see if you can't get something out of them.
6 out of 10 possessions for Argyle have started inside Ranchview territory. This one starts all the way at the Ranchview 15-yard line. Jet Copeland snaps a little low, but he'll get it out to Wayne Pritz. Gets some nice blocking out there inside the 5 for Pritz, and he has run out of bounds. That was Sutton Lee who was blocking for him. He steps out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and shout out to my smoking hot wife, Susie, and little Brookie Boo, my 4th grader who is at home listening. So hello, Brooke. And Gracie is in town, my daughter Gracie. is in town from college in Tennessee. So if she's listening, I don't know where she is. She might be in the room. So shout out to all the Arthur gang listening.
That's right.
At home. The other daughter, Paige, she's here. She's here somewhere at the game, running around. Who knows what she's doing? Getting into trouble somewhere.
Of course, the last home game, Susie was keeping us posted on your whereabouts during the game the whole time.
Yeah. First down and goal here at the 4, and Copeland keeps the football. Jet Copeland thought he was down at about the 3, and he drags tacklers and gets some help from his offensive lineman down to inside the 1-yard line, but just short of the goal line. And Lucas Anderson is checked in at tight end for Argyle.
So this would get Argyle to 70.
Dax Rainey's in at running back.
I can't remember Argyle ever scoring 70. Spencer, do you?
It's happened a couple times.
Yeah, it was very rare. I know Lake Worth, we got 70 2 years in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
Here's a touchdown pass to Wayne Pritz. In the back of the end zone, left corner of the end zone, to the big 6'7" sophomore from Jet Copeland. 1-yard touchdown pass, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And he was a big target there in the corner of the end zone. Good play fake, play action right there, and kind of sucked the defense in, thinking they were biting on that ball fake, and he was open in the corner, and Jet made a good throw right to him.
So a couple of years ago, I'll have to look at the exact date, but Argyle scored 75 on Sanger. That's the most. There's a flag down on the extra point here.
Yeah, and
ball start on number 79 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. We'll replay the try.
So that would have been in 2018. Argyle beat Sanger 75-6.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I remember it. It was here, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Coach Rogers does a great job of not trying to embarrass the other team, right, and keep the score, somewhat as modest as possible. But it's really hard on a game like this where they turn it over to you 3 times in a row inside the 30-yard line.
Knox Scoggins on the hold. Caden Dodson's extra point is good. 6:14 to play. It's now Argyle 70, Ranchview nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Keon Purdue will take it at about the 10, running all the way across to the other side of the field. He's got a little bit of a hole over there out across the 25 to the 29-yard line before he is upended by Cade Doggett and Tate Thompson. And so give the Ranchview Wolves the football at the 28-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10. And here's Mitchie Poo with the drive summary.
407 Barbecue's bringing us this drive summary. Total of 15 yards, 3 plays, 1:28 off the clock, and it was capped off by a 1-yard TD pass to Wayne Pritz. Big target in the end zone. Uh-oh.
And Rory Smith will just have to hang on to this one, and he is run out of bounds on the far side. Not much doing there. Looks like Brock Butts running him out of bounds.
Fortunately, he didn't make the sideline, and so they're winding the clock here.
Yes, absolutely. But wind it even if he did make the sideline.
I agree. You know, 6-man, they have a mercy rule. And I believe this would fall in that category.
Aiden Pruner is out there at defensive tackle. Reese McHugh is back in there at nose guard. And also Jacob Rodriguez one of the other defensive frontmen. We'll tell you some of the other guys out there here in just a moment. And here is Rory Smith again, hanging on to the football. That's going to be Aiden Pruner making the stop. A loss of 4. Tate Thompson in at one of the linebacker spots, along with Landon Newman and Brock Bunce. And in the secondary back here, it's Jarvis Owen, Drew Adams. Let's see, was it Aaron Funderburk is out here, as well as Cade Doggett and Reed Palmer for the Eagles. 3rd down and 14 here for the Wolves at their own 24-yard line. 4:38 to play, 3rd quarter. And it's going to be a handoff this time, and a little bit of running room on the right side before he is met pretty angrily there by Brock Bunce. Is Kennedy Mokum, who's in at running back. It'll be a punting situation again for Ranchview.
Quick shout out to my wife, who's still listening, 70-0, and she is the diligent fan from Argyle.
She's not a quitter.
She is not a quitter, and Rhonda, yeah, our teams have been other teams other than Argyle hadn't been so great this year, so it's always nice. Argyle's always our bright light, sunshine on the weekend, because they're the only ones that have been winning lately. Okay, their punter's good.
A little bit of a high snap, but a nice punt back to Sutton Lee, who fields it over his shoulder. Nice job fielding the punt, but then absolutely nowhere to go. I've mentioned him several times. Keon Purdue is still playing football hard for Ranchview, and he'll bring him down. How long was that? 40-yard punt for Martini, and letting Blake do my math. And Martini with a 40-yard punt and no return for Sutton Lee, and be 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 3:41 to play here in this 3rd quarter, with Spencer Cullen on the sideline, Mitch Cullen next to me. I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones producing. Thanks so much for hanging around with us a little bit on this nice Friday evening. And Ethan DePiero is checked in, a quarterback now for Argyle. He'll get it out to Sutton Lee here on the near sideline, and Lee will have a gain out to the 38-yard line. So that's a pickup, or 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. We'll check in with Spencer after this play. I think he's got something for us down there. Peyton Shoemake back in at running back. DePiero, the senior quarterback, wears number 30. And Shoemake gets the handoff, and he's going to have a 1st down. He'll be brought down after a gain of only a couple at the 41-yard line. Spencer, what you got for us?
Got a text from the Big Ape, the great Coach Munns.
No way.
Shot me a text. So we were talking about Argyle scoring in the 70s. 2014, my junior year of high school, we had quite the shootout with Carrolton Ranchview in Carrolton. Final was 72-42 Argyle.
Yeah.
How about that?
I remember that game well.
How come David Munns, he has the same birthday as I do, and I text him every year, happy birthday, and he never even responds?
I believe the lion doesn't concern him. Isn't that a saying?
I don't know.
2nd down, no gain on that last play by Shoemake. He's got it again. No, it's Dax Arani is now back in at running back. And Dax, who has ran the ball very well in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, gets a carry here. And he's going to have 9 yards right out to the midfield stripe to leave 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you can tell that wasn't his first carry in his life right there.
3rd and a yard. And Dax has got it again, and he's going to cut it out to the left this time and spin away from one guy and pick up about 4 yards to the Ranchview 46. That's enough for another Argyle 1st down. Yeah, with having a daughter who's a sophomore and been a cheerleader, I've watched Dax Arani play a football game.
He would be the starting running back for Ranchview.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He'd have more carries than anybody on their team right now if he was playing for them.
1st and 10 at the Ranchview 46. Snap back to DePiero. Quick pass is intercepted, and that one's going to go to the house, a pick 6. And there he is. Well, there's a flag down. Keon Purdue. Oh, he gets chased down.
Great effort.
Wow,
there,
Peyton
42.
Shoemake chased him down. I thought that was a no-doubter pick 6. Shows you the speed of Peyton Shoemake. But the flag, I believe, is going to be a sideline penalty on Argyle. I think the line judge or whatever was running down the sideline here. I think he ran into somebody on the Argyle sideline.
Oh, really? So that may be tacked on to the end, right?
Sideline warning.
Oh, warning.
Against Argyle. It's their first of the game.
That is the first drive that Argyle did not score. And that's just one of those, Spencer, you were right down there by it. That's one of those where Ethan DePiro he had one guy he was throwing the football to, and you know, it hadn't been defended that well all night, and he was just going to throw it, and there was Purdue.
And you know, and I don't even want to say it was a bad play by Argyle. I think it was a good defensive play by Carrolton Ranchview. Stepped right in front of the football and just made a great defensive play, and great credit to Shoemake for the effort chasing him down, because that to me looked like an easy 6, but typical Argyle's not just going to let him go in easy.
First and goal from the 6 here for the Wolves. Parker's going to run it to his right, and he's going to try to cut it inside. Breaks away from one tackle, but not from about 7 other black shirts.
Okay, so the first time that Argyle hadn't scored, but what's more important, is it going to be the first time that they do score? Spencer, so you got a shutout going, and you have some of your backup guys in there. What kind of pressure is on them to keep them out of the end zone right here?
Oh, big time pressure. Okay, no one cares, you know, whether you are a starter or a reserve. I mean, you're held to the same standard, especially in Argyle football. So even though the offense may have not set them up so great, how they have the rest of the night, but you got to stop them here if you're still in on defense.
Loss of 1 on that last play. Here is the handoff, and nowhere to go. Landon Newman makes the stop. Thomas Wagner in there as well. Reese McHugh. Seems like when Reese is out there, he's involved somehow. He's always getting up off the bottom of the pile somewhere. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 7 for Ranchview.
So you think it's 4-down territory?
You don't think they'll kick a field goal just to get some points, try to get some points on the board? Well, we're gonna have.
We don't know what kind of kicker they got. I mean, the kick off wasn't spectacular, but I don't know what they got for their extra points.
Well, they're gonna have a little bit of time to think about it as we are through quarter number 3. We'll take us a quick timeout. We'll be back for the 4th quarter in just a moment. Argyle 70, Carrolton Ranchview nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
Whether it's the heat of the preseason or the heart of the postseason, teams always get a little boost from playing at home. Speaking of boost at home, State Farm can boost your savings when you combine your homeowner's insurance with your auto coverage. So score one for the home team. Talk to State Farm agent Matt Ports about big league savings for combining home and car coverage. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports today at 940-591-6644.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community and helping make Argyle great. Speaking of great, we're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
3rd down and goal. Got a man in the back of the end zone. Carrolton Ranchview touchdown. Somebody got free back there. It looks like it was Kari Deshay. Got free in the back of the end zone. Nice pass there from James Parker. And the Carrolton Ranchview Wolves have put 6 on the board.
And that was really a nice play. The quarterback stood back there and waited and saw his guy finally come open, because he kind of worked his way to the sideline and then back to the middle of the field, and he made a nice throw, waited until he got open, made a nice throw, and got off the schneid there, if you will. Here's your extra point. Yeah.
Anthony Lemus, and it is good. 11:53 to play in the ball game. It's now Argyle 70, Carrolton Ranchview 7 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Well, Judson Clark's still hanging out with us. Not only is he still this, he's awake. That's the amazing part. He's one of those kind of guys that still gets the Luann platter at Luby's and goes to bed at 8 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Here's the short kickoff, and Argyle will fair catch that. Wayne Pritz will take it. No, I'm sorry, that's Lucas Anderson. He'll take it at the 34-yard line where Argyle will have it first and 10. Do we have a Ranchview drive summary? 3 plays, 6 yards, and a 7-yard touchdown pass from James Parker. James Parker. Why do I keep calling him Baker?
That's your favorite evangelist.
No, Braden. I'm thinking of Braden, my favorite running back, or one of my favorite running backs. Kari Deshay with that touchdown catch. And that drive summary is brought to you by Dr. Gomez and the gang over at Rapid Med Urgent Care. Ethan DePiro will hand off to Peyton Shoemake, who breaks out of a couple of tackles, more spin moves, and ends up with a 12-yard gain out to the 46-yard line. And he was dead to rights at the line of scrimmage, and again 3 yards and 4 yards and 5 yards. But he somehow ended up with a 12-yard gain and a first down.
So is he a track guy?
I don't know.
Man, he
needs
like
to be.
It. Yeah.
And he's hammered as he gets the football this time. That's old Pack, isn't it? Nathan Pack. That's the first time I've called his name. He's been playing since he was a freshman. He's a junior now, but he started as a freshman for Ranchview a couple of years ago when we were doing those games. And that's a loss of 5 back to the 41-yard line.
Just held on to the ball too long before they gave it to him. I mean, they want to do it and they want to try and read the defense, but there was nothing to read because he was coming in hot and they just held on to it too long right there.
It's going to be Shoemake once again. Or this is Dax Rainey this time. They just look a little different. Dax is a little shiftier. He's going to pick up about 6 this time back to the original line of scrimmage and a little more to the 47, be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and he's wearing that 22 number with a lot of great players from Argyle had that. Yeah, and who was that right before him, remember?
And here is,
come on.
Snap is back again. It's going to be Haraney again. Thought he was hitting the backfield. Spin move at midfield, dives forward. He's going to be a little bit short of a first down he's going to pick up about 5 and be about 3 yards shy of the first down. It will be 4th down. And Argyle looks like we'll bring on the punt team.
Yes.
So Leighton Lowry was the previous 22.
Deuce,
I remember that. I was letting y'all work it out.
Yeah, I knew it. I just seen if Spencer was paying attention. I didn't know if he was or not.
Caden Dotson, we'll see which foot he decides to punt with. He's going to go left-footed this time. Nice knuckleball kick. It's going to land inside the 10. Argyle keeps it out of the end zone. And it will be down, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cade Moore gets on it, 45-yard punt, no return. And now Ranchview backed up all the way back 2 yards from their own end zone. Damian Hirschhorn, one of those guys checking in now for Argyle, one of the linebacker spots. Tate Thompson is back out there for the Eagles.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for them too because they've had a bunch of negative plays and they really they haven't had much of a between the tackles type running success or even running plays for that matter. And that's almost what you're going to have to do. They're going to take the snap into the end zone, which is super dangerous for them.
Parker in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Straight ahead is their number 22. And not much room there at all. Back to the line of scrimmage maybe. Tate Thompson gets up off the bottom of the pile. So does Damian Hirschhorn. and give him a yard to the 3. It'll be 2nd down and 9. That's Kennedy Mokom, M-O-K-O-M, the ball carrier there, the number 22 for Ranchview. 9:05 to play in our ball game. Argyle leading 70-7. Another Argyle touchdown would put them a record-setting score. Argyle's most have ever scored is 75 in one game. It's Mokom again, and he barely gets out of the end zone this time. He gets out to the 1. That's about it. Looks like Hershorn again. Jacob Rodriguez, 54 for Argyle, gets up off the bottom of the pile as well. And back to the original line of scrimmage. They gave him out to the 2. That's a fairly generous spot, but call it 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, so these guys are probably trying as hard right now to get the safety as they were to prevent the touchdown, right?
Right.
For some reason, the safety is one of those deals in sports that everybody just loves to see.
Yeah, it's,
right?
it's like a triple, right?
Yeah.
Like a triple is almost more exciting than a home run.
Yep.
Well, the safety is almost more exciting than a touchdown. 3rd down, and it's going to be Mokom once again. He is hit by 1 Eagle, and then 3 more come along to help out. Tate Thompson in there, as well as Drew Adams, and it will be 4th down. And Spencer, I think you said you got a shout out for us down there. What you got?
Yeah, so we got another Argyle legend, the T. Griffin. He's giving me a text, so we're talking about scores again. He wanted a little credit that in the Austinani era when he was there, hung 70 probably on a regular basis. And he also had a question, when's the last time Argyle had a shutout? I know we lost that one earlier, but that was, I guess, his trivia question since we were kind of doing that a little bit earlier. Does anyone got an answer up there?
Do we know what the answer is?
No, I figured the experts up top might know.
And you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I don't know if I've ever seen one, and some of it is because of what I said earlier about Coach Rogers, who does a really good job of not trying to embarrass the other team. And while you don't want to give up points, he also knows how valuable it is not to demoralize those kids because they are just kids that are over there playing. So I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Ranchview does get the punt away out to the 41-yard line. That's where Argyle will have it at the Ranchview 41. The last one I'm showing, 2015.
Oh.
Argyle 70, Dallas Pinkston nothing.
All right, that's my senior year.
And you didn't know it? And I didn't know it.
I want to say I helped contribute, but that was there was not much of a competition. I don't think I even participated much in that game.
Okay, that was here, right?
No, I was in Dallas
Kincaid.
On a Thursday. Not Kincaid, it was the Wilmer Hutchins Stadium on a Thursday night.
2nd down and 1. Dax Rainey gets 9 on the first carry, and he's bouncing off people again. And this time he's going to have another nice gain down to the 22-yard line.
Got to get that pad level a little bit lower through there. He was taking some shots.
Yeah, he was.
Tough kid.
He'll take a break and let Peyton Shoemake check back in. Ty Hudgens is in at tight end for Argyle. From the 22, 1st down and 10. It's going to be Shoemake getting the handoff. We've got a new quarterback out there as well. And Shoemake will get to the gain of about 3 to the 19-yard line. In at quarterback now is Drew Snakenberg for Argyle. Also in out there in the slot receiver spot is Ashton Strittmatter. Now Ashton will go from the right side and run over here to he'll run over to the left side, line up behind Wayne Pritz. And they're going to hand it off to Shoemake again, running right, and he dives forward to about the 16-yard line. Another gain of about 3, and Dax Rainey will come back in for another snap or 2.
Yeah, Dax says, look, give me the rock because I want to score right here.
3rd down and 4 here for Argyle.
5 minutes to go, running that clock pretty well.
9 of 10 on 3rd down for Argyle. We'll see what happens here on 3rd and 4. Horaney's hitting the backfield, almost drops the ball, but hangs on to it and gets to the 15 and then slips. I think he was going to pick up the 1st down. Ends up only getting 3 yards to the 14, where it'll be 4th and about 1.5 yards. Michael Martini, credit him with the stop. And so 4th down and a couple here for Argyle. And you hate to run up the score, right? But I don't know. almost want to work on field goals.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to. If it wasn't 70-7, I think they probably would kick one, but that's something you always need to practice.
Especially when you're on the left hash, gives you an opportunity. Instead, Haraney is going to get the football and is stumbling all the way, but he picks up 12 yards all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Now Peyton Shoemaker will check back in, and Dax is probably a little upset about that. But but Peyton's a junior, Dax is a sophomore, so, you know, he's saying, hey, you'll get a few more chances.
Plenty of time ahead of him. It was kind of funny, though, because when he was tackled right at the goal line, he jumped up and ran back like he was ready because he didn't want to give him a chance to pull him out.
1st and goal from the 2. Snakenberg hands it off to Peyton Shoemaker, and an easy touchdown on the left side. Running behind big number 79, Matt Williams. 53, Wes Tucker. 2-yard touchdown run. Peyton Shoemaker, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, it was a huge hole. There was not much that he had to do other than take that handoff and take a few steps, and he was in the end zone because those guys up front are still winning those battles in the trenches.
And that is a new record for points scored in a game for Argyle with 76, and checking the extra point here, it might be 77. And there's a flag. Yep, previously we had 75. Argyle scored against Sanger, but 75 was the record, so now we're currently 76.
Offside, number 55 of the defense. Half the distance of the goal. Replay the try.
And I'm trying to find some more shutouts if there were. 2010, we beat Burke Burnett 61-0. And that same year, we beat Pilot Point 31-0 and Whitesboro 45-0. So we shut out 3 people in 2010.
Okay, so the Burke Burnett game was one that was called early, I believe, because they had a player that was hurt.
And Dotson's extra point is good. 3:43 to play in the ball game. Our new score: Argyle 77, Carrolton Ranchview 7. And here's one that'll surprise you a little bit. 2013, you remember this one? Opened the season. Argyle 38, Abilene Wiley 0. So that was that Wiley was, yeah.
And that was on the road?
Not.
Yeah.
How about the great, maybe a future Texas Radio Hall of Fame producer, Blake Jones.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden has become probably the star of the show on the ticket.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm voting for him for player of the game today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How about sponsor? Who's bringing us the fourth quarter?
Let's start with the sponsors. Tonight's broadcast is made possible by the generous support of Ty and Jennifer Homeyer at the Design House, Jeff Bassinger at Argyle Storage, the Cycle Center of Denton, Matt Artho with Country Lakes Family Dental, Jerry Whittle Boats, Kenny Arter at Chick-fil-A on Justin Road, Dr. Rex Road at Argyle Family Chiropractic, Trophy Club Orthodontics, Jolette Ryan Shavy at the RE/MAX North Texas team, our sponsor for our post-game show, and just kidding, Kenny. Thank you so much for the Chick-fil-A up in the booth and being a supporter of the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
It's my pleasure. Although I meant to bring Spencer a couple of spicy ones, and I forgot to tell the crew to bring a couple of spicy because I know he wanted the spicy ones. So.
The show was the spicy chicken sandwich, but
I will say this: if you haven't tried the brownies at Chick-fil-A, you need to because they're pretty good.
We open at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Come on. Actually, we're still open for another 20 minutes today.
Yeah.
How about a drive summary?
Yep, brought to us by RE/MAX of North Texas. 7 plays, 41 yards, 3:22 was the time it took to get 41 yards, and it was capped off by a Shoemaker 1-yard touchdown run.
And Mokum, ball carrier for the Wolves, picks up about 7. And he was brought down over there. Looks like Drew Adams in on the stop. Aaron Funderburk.
I got some more facts down here.
And Spencer Cullen is just full of facts. We're leaving him turned up. Let's leave Spencer turned up. He's got facts.
Hey, I hate to say that people want to text me and get some information.
People want to hear Spencer. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We just didn't know it.
So, again, from Coach Munns, this is his rough estimate. Last time Argyle was shut out in a game, 2005, against both Prosper and Salina. Argyle was shut out. So it's been a good 15 years since Argyle has had a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Okay, was that the year that both those teams won state? Maybe?
Well, we were not Argyle residents yet at that point. How about that?
That was
Argyle. Wasn't that Argyle state championship season, 2005?
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't win. They went there.
Right.
3rd down and 4.
Got beat by Newton in Tyler.
Right. Rose Stadium.
Yeah.
I will say my wife has some bragging rights against Argyle because the first game Argyle ever played as a varsity program, Bells 27, Argyle nothing.
Wow. And that was a huge rivalry back
And then the next year, Bells beat Argyle 12-10. So Bells all time, 2-0 against Argyle.
Nobody else can say that. What's Bells' mascot?
The Panthers.
Okay.
I'm going to need to know, point on the map where Bells is. I do not know.
Go to Sherman, go east about 15 miles, about halfway between Sherman and Bonham, and you'll go through one red light town, and that's Bells.
All right.
So I think Rhonda had a gal she worked with who was from Bells.
It'll be 4th down here, a little
Pretty
pass out in the flat that time to Flavio Valdez, and with 1:40 to play.
Now, where is Sam Rayburn? Isn't it up there somewhere too?
It's that's about another 15 minutes. That's a little past Bonham. Yeah, you got all those towns, Bells and Whitewright and
Telephone,
Savoy, Telephone, Sam Rayburn, Westminster.
That's your
Tom Bean
stomping grounds, right?
Yeah. That's funny, when I met my wife and her being from Bells, she was dating the boy from the city, Denison. And this punt will go dead.
Who was it?
Me. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I was considered the city boy from the big town of 20,000 people. And punt rolls dead, a 27-yard punt at the 44-yard line. With 1:05 to play here in this ball game, Argyle getting ready to move to 7-0 on the season, 3-0 in district play.
So one of the funnest things about Texas high school football is the mascots, right? And looking at the top 10, you have the Port Lavaca Sand Crabs are in there.
Yep.
And El Campo,
the Rice Birds.
The Rice Birds. But Blake, who was it you said Tennessee Tech? What is the name of their mascot?
Oh, I don't know.
Tennessee Tech? What was the one that you said earlier?
No, it was Arkansas Tech, the Wonder Boys.
Wonder Boys.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather be a unicorn than a Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
New Braunfels.
I'm not even sure what it is.
Peyton Shoemaker, a little spin move. He'll get to the midfield stripe and pick up about, we'll call it a gain of 5 out to the 49-yard line. Clock running, and Argyle will have to snap it one more time. And we're talking a little bit players of the game here. And, man, it's a tough one. We might could bring Knox Scoggins into the
Shoemake
O-line.
We'll check some scores here. Let's check some stats here real quick and see if we can maybe get some sort of idea as Drew Snakenberg will just take a knee here. Man, you spread it all around, but I'm going Knox Scoggins, 10 carries, 107 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
He was the only one that went over 100 yards on the night, was Knox. And I'm good with Knox tonight, our player of the game. We've shown a little kindness to the offensive linemen the last couple of weeks.
All right.
We'll take us a quick timeout, and we'll discuss it during the break, and then we'll come back and we'll have our RE/MAX North Texas team post-game show. We'll talk some players of the game and get you ready for next week as we head to Terrell. That's all coming up. RE/MAX North Texas post-game show in just a moment. It is Pink Out Night, breast cancer awareness tonight at Eagle Stadium, and the Eagles are victorious. Most points ever scored by an Argyle team. Our final, Argyle 77, Carrolton Ranchview 7. Back with that postgame show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with the sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic, cookie-cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is John Lavelle, president of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club, reminding you to subscribe and listen to the Eagles Nest podcast. The podcast comes out every Thursday, and you'll hear from your coaches, your players, updates on all the sports, and updates from Argyle ISD as well. Subscribe, listen, and go Eagles.
This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles! Back at Eagle Stadium following a 77-7 victory for Argyle over Carrolton Ranchview. Alongside Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones producing, and Spencer Cullen down on the sideline, and I believe Spencer has head coach Todd Rogers down there. And Coach, kind of a little bit kind of what it was expected tonight, but another record-breaking night, most points ever scored by an Argyle team, and I think kind of what you're expecting, but another one of those great nights when you're able to get a lot of playing time for a lot of folks.
Well, I saw an interesting stat in the last couple of weeks about, what is the focus of championship teams, and I think that's something we've been preaching around here for a long time, is that we have an opportunity to get better, and that was kind of my message starting on Monday morning at 6 o'clock, and we're going to take advantage of this opportunity to get better, and we're going to make strides, and we're going to improve in every aspect of the game, and I saw that from the kids tonight.
Well, and one of the things that I really noticed as well tonight was, you're right, it looked like from the get-go there was no let-up whatsoever, but lots of times some of those second-team guys come in and you do see a little bit of a let-up, and I think tonight we didn't notice any of that.
Well, we've been playing about 25 kids on offense and about 25 kids on defense for all other the 6 games, and those kids are very talented. They know what's going on. They're hungry to get out there and prove themselves, and it's a very great, it's amazing group we have, because they're not selfish and they don't mind subs going in and giving their best efforts.
Talk a little bit about that. I've got to watch them play a lot with a daughter that's a sophomore and being a cheerleader and watch it. But, man, there's a lot of good sophomores on this team, and they get in there and contribute like crazy every Friday night.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. They physically, some of those sophomores were underdeveloped last year, and they got some varsity time, and boy, it really supplemented their attitude during the off season, and they were some of our hardest workers during the pandemic, just working out at their house and making themselves ready for varsity play. And of course, they did a tremendous summer, but the physical improvement that some of these young kids have made over the course of the summer is really showing up in our schedule right now.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about another team that we haven't seen around here ever. Tell us a little bit about Terrell next week.
Well, Terrell is a little bit unknown by me. It's Kaufman and them are 5A. They're moving back down to 4A. They're pretty good sized communities in comparison to Argyle. So there's a history of strong football teams. They haven't been strong as of late, but they've got new coaches and new leadership, and they're going to grow their programs, and there'll be something we'll put on the film and start studying them tomorrow and have a good game plan on Sunday. And it's really about the Argyle Eagles this time of year. We've got lots of things that still on our docket that we want to install and advance our team and prepare our team, for a strong playoff run. So we've got to continue to build depth and teach kids all aspects of our game.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on victory number 201.
Thanks, Kenny.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
All right, head coach Todd Rogers of the Argyle Eagles, and now I think we've got our players of the game back out here. They ran to the locker room really fast, which they're taught to do during this pandemic time, but they ran right back out. And our offensive player of the game, Knox Scoggins, 10 carries, 107 yards for you tonight, Knox, so over 100 yards again tonight. And one of those touchdowns, I know you want the ball every single time you're out there, but it also feels good, doesn't it, have your teammates, 4 different running backs scoring touchdowns tonight?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. All of our linemen that we're in get an ice cream sandwich every time we score, so I'm sure they're happy about that one.
I didn't have that deal when I played.
That's a good deal.
I might have blocked a little bit harder. Hey, Knox, we were talking to Coach Rogers about this. Lots of times a game like this, and you guys aren't going to say this out loud, but we all knew coming into this who was going to win this game tonight before it ever started. And lots of times you can have a little bit of a let up. And it seemed like you guys came out 100% tonight from the opening kickoff.
Yes, sir. During the period, when we're getting all of our equipment and stuff ready, he gives us a speech every Friday, and he told us, we had to come out and, play like we did against Pleasant Grove, Melissa, and La Vega. Every team is basically the same team every week. We're out for blood every week, basically.
At any time, we talked about this up here tonight, at any time did you guys think about going back to maybe Little League baseball and maybe changing jerseys and going over there? And they could have used some of our running backs tonight over on the other side.
Every one of them.
Oh, God, I haven't even played baseball for, a long time, so those guys are probably better than me anyways.
Yeah, well, hey, a good game tonight, 107 yards rushing and only 10 carries, so another great game tonight, and we appreciate you hanging out with us for a second and being our offensive player of the game.
Hang on, one quick question. Tell us about the Red Hot Rails.
Uh-oh.
That's my dad's cooking competition team, but we've been going out on Saturdays, and he's been cooking steaks, and it's been fun. He loves it, and I love watching him. So.
What's your favorite thing that he cooks?
Oh, he cooks this fillet and puts it on a baguette, and puts blue cheese and blueberry jam on top. It's so good.
Wow. So where and when is the next competition so we can come get a taste?
October 31st on Halloween, I think.
Well, we might have to look that up and find it out. Red Hot Rails, that's what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm in. We're there.
All righty.
Knox, I appreciate you hanging out with us, man.
Thank you.
All right. And now we're going to head over to defensive player of the game. Well, sort of defensive player of the game. And we'll kind of wait till he gets a headset on because it's more of so we were calling you defensive player of the game there, Dax, but we really got you out here. You did play well on defense tonight, but then you got some snaps on offense, which is as the dad of Paige and watching you play since 7th grade, I've got to see you do a lot of the offensive side of that. And so where would you rather play, offense or defense, if you had your choice?
Doesn't matter to me, but, I love having the ball in my hand. Defense is growing on me, though. Coach Storm and all the defensive coaches make that hard to pick a side. So
let's go back a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about last year when you were just kind of thrown into the mix in the playoffs. And, you weren't even on varsity for most of the season. And then all of a sudden in the playoffs as a freshman, you end up starting in the secondary. Tell us a little bit about that experience last year. Were you deer in the headlights, scared to death, or did you just go out there and say, man, it's playing football, whether I was 7 years old or a freshman?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of scared. It's just not used to being out in front of everybody, all those bigger people. But, it was fun. A lot of information to cram in my head in 1 week, but I feel like, I don't know. It was pretty hard.
Well, let me ask you this. So tonight you were I know what you wanted there. That last one, when you stretched out that ball to about the 1 and you jumped up real quick like you were kind of get back in. I know you wanted to score that touchdown. Did you guys kind of have a little, you go 3 plays and Peyton 3 plays and back and forth like that? Did you know you were going to come out, or were you hoping they'd leave you in to score the touchdown?
Yeah, it was 2 plays for Peyton and me, but I wasn't really thinking about that at the very end in that last one.
Yeah, we could tell that up here that you were jumping back up, wanted to stay out there to score that touchdown. Hey, but we talked about he's a junior, you're a senior, you're going to have a few more chances than he is.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well, hey, we wanted to talk to you because you got it on both sides of the ball tonight. So you played well defensively. So we call you officially the defensive player of the game, but then offensively, 8 carries, 59 yards. I mean, you know, you're doing it both ways. I asked Coach Rogers about this. There's a lot of you guys out there, probably more sophomores starting or getting ample playing time for Argyle than I've ever seen since I've been doing these broadcasts now for 8 or 9 years. You guys take some pride in that, man, we've started calling you guys kind of the super sophomores. I'm assuming you guys kind of take some pride in that, right?
Yes, sir. We all talk about it. We're proud of what we've done in the past 3 years. We just hope to go win a state championship this year.
Yeah, and then maybe the
2
year
more
after
years.
that and the year after that, right?
Yes, sir.
On your way, too.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks, Dax, for hanging out with us a little
Yes,
bit.
sir. Thank you for having me.
All right, our defensive player of the game, Dax Rainey, and offensive player of the game, Knox Scoggins. Again, Knox goes 10 carries, 107 yards tonight, and a touchdown. Dax, 8 carries, 59 yards, and a great game defensively as well for Dax as he got out there and made a bunch of stops, a bunch of tackles, and just had a great game all over the field in this 77-7 Argyle victory over the Ranchview Wolves.